Hey PJs, welcome back to another slime review. Today I'm reviewing Audeez slimes, a shop that I have not reviewed before, so that's very exciting. And once again, another shop that doesn't restock very often, and when they do, they sell out pretty quickly, so I struggled a little bit with this one, but I finally was able to snatch some slimes. If you haven't noticed, that background noise is also happening in this video. I do apologize. I bulk record usually, so I like to save all my packages for one day and record them, so this video also has that background noise. Based on what you guys said, unanimously, you don't like it or you'd prefer a different sound, so it won't be in any other videos. I'm sorry, it is in this one. Just please try to bear through it, and again, I am so sorry. Besides the slimes, I also got a piece of candy, a bag of borax which isn't labeled, of course I always recommend labeling it, and a really cute business card with like the slime instructions on the back, and there's like little pictures and stuff. It's so cute. And here are the slimes. They all come in these screw top lid containers with her slime shop logo on the top and the slime name on the side. Starting off, this is Seal Slushy. It is described as a super sizzly icy texture scented passion fruit. It comes with bingsu beads scattered throughout the slime and a seal charm. So the first thing that I want to talk about is how much I absolutely love this vibrant purple color. It is so pretty, and all the add-ins just kind of complement each other and make the purple pop a little bit better. The seal charm is absolutely adorable. I think that's my favorite part, but it's a hard tie between that and the fact that it is just so pretty. The ratio of bingsu beads to icy base is perfect, not enough to where you'd have like an icy bingsu crossbreed kind of situation going, but just enough to where it has a slight texture shift, especially when you pull on it. It makes a lot of bubble pops. Even when you're not trying to achieve them, they just kind of happen, and of course when you're stretching it and just poking it, popping, whatever you're doing, you can feel the bingsu beads throughout the slime, and it just adds a very nice texture difference. Also, when the bubble pops happen, which is very often, they are extremely satisfying. I absolutely love icy slime bubble pops. They just sound really crisp, and they're some of my favorite, especially like when you stretch the slime and it makes bubble pops. If you guys know what I'm talking about, I have no idea why I like them so much, but this one had so many of those types of bubble pops, and I just loved stretching it. For me, though, that's where the good part ends with this slime. The first thing that I really did not enjoy about this slime was the scent. Now, I don't think I've ever actually tried passion fruit, and, you know, what I've smelled is just artificial, so I have no idea if this smells like real passion fruit, but to me, this slime smelled like pickles and laundry, and at first I was really okay with it because the pickles weren't coming through, but the more this slime sat, the more I play with it, no matter what I do, the pickle just really comes through, and it is strong, mixed with like a sweet kind of laundry scent. Just does not smell good to me. But that is my opinion, and I usually don't take off for scent because that's just a very open-ended topic, and of course everybody smells things differently, so for other people it might smell like passion fruit, but to me I smell pickles. And now on to the bigger problem. It was described as a super sizzly icy slime, which usually with extremely wet ices like this one, that is what happens, but for some reason this one didn't have a lot of sizzles except for what normally would happen with icy slimes. This slime actually behaved more like a dry icy, which I was like what I was talking about with the bubble pops. That's usually what you get with a dry icy. But with this one, there wasn't a lot of sizzles, and this slime was just extremely wet. It was like sticking to my table quite a lot. As you guys just saw, that residue coming off of my fingernails was like not even half of what was happening. It just had a super slimy texture, like it was just extremely wet, and you know, I know ices are usually wet and stuff like that, but this one was just unbearably wet. I really did love the look of this one, but considering it was just so wet, it was just so hard to play with, and I did not enjoy this one. Because of that, this slime gets 3 out of 5 pajamas. Moving on, this next slime is Cow Cream. It is a thick and glossy texture, scented cookies and sweet milk, and it is just a pure white slime, but this, just like Parakeet Slime's cereal milk, is Audeez Slime's signature slime. So of course, the first time I purchased from Audeez Slimes, I have to try Cow Cream. She even did a full restock of just Cow Cream at one point, but you know, I wanted to try more slimes than that, so I just held off, but I've been wanting to try this for so long. It was kind of the same as when I first got to try Parakeet Slime's cereal milk. Like, it's just their signature slime, and a lot of people are curious about pure white slimes because there's nothing else in them, and they cost almost just the same as a slime that has like a ton of add-ins and stuff like that. Like, For example, this slime, it was only $1 less than Seal Slushy, which is the one I just reviewed, and that one was full of add-ins, especially Instant Snow, which is not cheap, so you gotta see if like it's worth your money. And as a slime shop owner, you kind of have to come up with a texture that a lot of people are going to say is worth their money because it is just a pure white slime. So it's gotta be something that's hard to replicate, something that not a lot of people can create. I would even say that making the scent really good is also another bonus. Like, when you create a pure white slime like this, all eyes are on you. You gotta create something that doesn't need those add-ins and doesn't need color because it's just that good. Now, I am in no way trying to compare this slime to cereal milk from Parakeet Slimes. I'm just trying to use it as an example. But for that one, that is just something that I know I could not replicate. I've gotten Parakeet Slime cereal milk twice now, and I have no idea how she makes it. The scent is incredible, and it's definitely a slime that I could play with day after day and never get tired of. It's one that I don't want add-ins in, so I think that is the perfect example of what needs to be created when you have a pure white slime. So for this slime in particular, it is a thick and glossy slime. It is very glossy before you start playing with it. What I also love about this one is the more you play with it, the more creamy it gets, and it never loses its holdability. Most thick slimes like this will start to get pretty tacky, but this one doesn't really at all, which is incredible, and you can still hold it. Of course, like I said, it becomes creamy. The bubble pops are extremely loud. There are also big bubble pops and small ones. You can kind of hear the difference, which is really good. And what I loved is that the scent description is perfectly on point. Like, this is a very yummy scent. The only thing I wish is that it would be a little bit stronger, because with slimes like this, especially if this has glue all, which it does feel like it, the scent doesn't come through as well, and I can definitely smell the glue in the background. As for if this slime is worth getting, in my opinion, yes, but that's to your own discretion. It's kind of like getting an on-brand item over an off-brand, if that makes sense, but I think it's worth it. So this slime gets 5 out of 5 pajamas. Lastly, this is Ube Cookies DIY. It is a DIY slime that comes with 2 Ube cookies that are topped with glitter and powder. The base is a cloud cream texture, scented like sweet ube desserts. The base for this slime is very smooth and holdable. It has a very cooling texture to it, and I just loved playing with it before I added the cookies. So if you do try a slime like this from them, if they ever have one like this, I would definitely recommend playing with the base first because it feels awesome. And like I've mentioned before, I can't really check it now because I've added clay to it, but as far as I remember, this base at least felt like it didn't have clay in it, which is the true cloud cream, okay? I'm never going to stop talking about it. Everybody nowadays adds so much clay to cloud creams that it's basically a cloud dough. Like, I legit saw one on Instagram, I think it was yesterday, that had so much clay in it, it was a cloud dough. Like, you can't tell me it wasn't. And they tried to say it was a cloud cream. It's like, no, this is a cloud cream. It's got to have like the bubble pops, and it's got to stretch, but not a ton of instant snow in it and stuff like that. Like, come on, like, this is a true cloud cream, and it makes me happy that some shops are still doing it because it's kind of dying and a lot of people are changing the texture and I don't like it. Anyways, the cookies are very realistic. Look at those dips in the cookie. Like, there's so much definition to these. They're also very soft, and I loved squishing it and of course mixing it into the base. And once it mixes, it turns into a snow butter cream. So not like a snow butter, but like a snow cream. It's a really nice texture, but it's kind of just a hybrid of like a snow butter and a cloud cream, or a butter and a cloud cream, which is obviously what this is. I don't know, but it's a very soft texture. I also thought it was so cool that the purple from the cookies overtook the purple base and it became even purplier. Purplier. My brain doesn't like that word. Anyways, it becomes more purple and it looks so gorgeous. I just love purple slimes. I don't get them very often, but I had 2 in this video and they're gorgeous. So once again, a thing I've never tried. I don't know what ube is really, and I've never tried it, so I don't know what it smells like, but this slime to me is like, this is very descriptive, but you know, what else do you expect out of me? It smells like someone like sneezed, but sneezed over a very delicious smelling like Christmas or fall candle, like a cookie scented candle but someone sneezed on top of it. So you don't just smell the candle, you smell the person sneeze, but not a lot of it, but they sneezed over it. This is definitely a slime that I would recommend for anybody, especially people who have like hot hands or just need a more holdable slime, one that's not going to stick to your carpet if you accidentally drop it, something like that, because this is an extremely holdable slime. It's also a really good one if you like squishing it between your fingers like I do. Like the sensation is just super nice, and of course it spreads a lot, which is amazing, and it's extremely soft and it inflates, but not too much, so if you don't like the inflation, then it's okay. This slime is just super incredible, so it does get 5 out of 5 pajamas. And with that, that is the end of this review, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you made it this far, I need you guys' help. I have been trying to find Korean glue for the longest time. I don't know where to purchase it, but I need it for my next slime shop restock, and I seriously cannot find it. So if you guys could give me recommendations or where to find it, please. Your girl is desperate. Like, I'm freaking out so much about it because I need it for at least one of the slimes. Anyways, I am signing off, and I will see you guys in the next one.